Greetings! I am Samyo Hangma Rai, and today we're going to study a poem titled Weathers of Grade 10. So let's begin the class now.
Weathers. This is the weather the cuckoo likes, and so do I, when showers betumble the chestnut spikes and nestlings fly. And the little brown nightingale builds his best, and they sit outside at the traveller's rest. And maids comfort spring muslin dressed, and citizens dream of the south and west, and so do I. This is the weather the shepherd shuns, and so do I, when beeches dripped in browns and duns and thresh and ply, and hill Hittites throb throw on throw, and meadow rivulets overflow, and drops on gate bars hang in a low, and rooks and families homeward go, and so do I. By Thomas Hardy. Weathers. The poem Weathers is divided into two stanzas. In the first stanza, it's talking about the spring season, and when we move on to the second stanza, the tone of the poem changes into the autumn one. So, this is the weather that both the poet and the bird likes, and the cuckoo is an indicator that the spring has arrived. Okay, during springtime, it rains lightly, and when it does, it makes it look as if the chestnut spikes are dancing, and it is also the perfect time for the nestlings, the little birds who have never taken flight, to take their flight for the first time. At the same time, the brown nightingale also gives it his best to sing, and people sit outside a pub and enjoy listening to the birds singing. And because of the pleasant weather, the maids are also dressed in muslin fabric, which is perfect and appropriate for the spring weather, and the people who are sitting there, they dream of traveling to different places because of the such fine weather. Now, as mentioned previously, the tone of the poem changes. If everything was light and jolly and enjoyable in the first stanza, the second stanza talks about everything but in exact opposite. So this weather that we're talking about now in the second stanza, preferably it is the autumn season, which is not liked, which is avoided by the shepherd as well as the poet. The beech trees, which are very native to England, they are dripping all because of the rain, and not only because of the rain, because at the same time the season change, the colors of the plants also change from fresh green to browns and dull looking colors, which overall makes the settings look very dull and boring and lifeless. So, because of the heavy rainfall, the rivers are also overflowing, and they look as if they have been pushed by someone else forcefully. And because of the rain, if you haven't noticed it, when it is raining or after it is done, on the iron bars, water droplets hang over them. Lastly, because the weather is so horrible, because the weather is unbearable even for the birds, the rooks specifically, they also travel to other places to avoid this weather, and that is also what the poet wishes to do. Homework. Why does the poet not like the autumn season? Explain with examples. Why do people generally prefer the spring season? If you have any feedback or suggestions, please feel free to write to us at learning@dearwalk.edu.np. See you in the next class with another lesson. Thank you.